Hi, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the Monday edition of Xuanzang's Tower, or Tuesday, depending where you are in the world. Happy to see you. Happy to be here with you all as always. Up first, we've got a class with Professor Dr. Sugeng Shi. And after that, I think we've got Wordsmith. Exciting programming lined up today. Waiting for the boss. Are you here, Geshe Michael?
Nick,
Yeah,
Yeah, hang on. I'm trying to.
take your
Nick,
time.
do you feel like vertical stripes create some sort of strange optical illusion on Zoom?
It's called the murray. It's yeah, it's
Oh,
called,
wow.
there's a word for it, a murray, and I avoid this shirt almost every time.
But here we are. Yeah, I guess you could have told me that we were avoiding this shirt today.
I know. But then what would be we wouldn't have learned about the word murray.
You've already changed the word just since this conversation started.
I don't know how to pronounce it right. I'm hedging my bets.
It's Murray.
I'm seeing some furious shrugs from the translators.
That's a good point. That's not fair for us to do to the interpreters.
No, I'm seeing some very kindly shrugs from the translators. I
I
apologize.
learned that word when Geshe Michael was doing those
Uh-oh.
West Chinese language videos back in the day at Casa Jardín, and he was wearing a shirt just like this one. And
And
so
in
I,
fact, he is wearing vertical stripes today.
oh wow,
Yeah. Uh
Obviously, it's kind of our
so
thing.
Gang's got his hair combed. I think he should start his homework.
Mhm.
thank you, thank you.
Yeah, they're standing. Okay, let me do the homework now. Here it is. No, this is the one. All right. Good afternoon, good morning to all the friends. This is the homework. We did a little bit last month, and let's see if we still remember anything. Why do why do we say that the state of mind operating in the desire could not immediately follow the state of mind immediately at the top of samsara? So why do we say that the state of mind operating in the desire could not immediately follow the state of mind immediately at the top of samsara? That means
Is this the
after the
good Tapa Samsara or the bad Tapa Samsara?
Because there are seven other levels interrupting in between those
Hmm.
two.
yes, wonderful. Yeah, yeah, because there are seven other levels. So Ben is asking whether good or bad. If it is samsara, is there anything good in there?
No.
It's impermanence.
It's impermanent.
Ah.
We should call it bad. Thank you. Okay, now why would it be incorrect to say that the mind ripening in the highest of the formless realm is the state of mind that you have as you are born in the desire realm? So,
Mhm.
so this question seems to be very similar to the previous one, but somehow the angle is different.
Unshifting karma could never ripen in the desire realm.
Oh, okay, my
Hmm.
volume is low. Okay. Yeah, and shifting karma will never ripen in the
Desire.
desire in the desire realm. That's right. That's right. Okay.
Wow. How do you remember all this stuff?
Okay, now the last one is there. So is there free will according to Master Vasubandhu in the world of life teaching?
Hmm.
No.
Hope
No,
so.
hope so. Hope not. If I should put and why and why. Yeah, if something is a ripening of karma, it cannot be free will. All right, so now let's go to vocabulary. Juk tok, juk tok,
Good pronunciation.
juk tok. Thank you, Geshe.
Just after.
Just after. And then
Hey,
Sipechemo,
The highest level of the formless realm, the peak of
the
existence.
highest level of the formless realm. There are three things. I mean, I just pick up all this summit of existence,
yeah,
samsara's point, or highest of the four formless realms.
that's a good way to say it. Yeah, those three are good. Yeah.
Thank you, Geshe. Siche, Sipechemo, and finally the last one.
The thing that you can't
ability
get
to
in
do
real
whatever
life.
Say again, sorry. All of you are speaking together.
It's better than those silent answer
Yes.
sections.
The ability to do whatever you want.
The ability to do it, everyone. No, I just pick up what the
Free
Geshe
will to do whatever you
wrote
want.
in the text is free
Yeah,
will.
good, good.
Thank
By the
you.
way, it's not a common expression. That's the first time I've seen it. Like,
Wow.
Oh, okay. Chigajayupa. Okay. Thank you. All right. Now the attempted translation.
oh, I young Chigachai. Yeah, I think the only suggestion I would have is you know, he expanded this second half. He said Gai Yang Chi Gar Jar Yupa Mayan, right? So Chi Gar Jar, you had it in your vocabulary as free will, but he added Gai Yang here, and it's kind of like the ability to do whatever you want whenever you want, or like that. It's a little bit more detailed. Yeah. The Guyang. Yeah.
Whenever you want. Yeah. Also,
Yeah. In any way you want. Yeah. Yeah.
whatever you want in any.
Yeah.
And,
Something like that. Yeah. 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 But it's okay. Sounds good.
Thank you. Geshe.
Guyang generally means anything at all. Yeah.
Anything at all. Thank
So
you.
gang, how's your programs? You got a lot of programs going on.
Yeah, it was we were in Medan with JB and Connie, and it
Uh-huh.
was exciting. We have friends from Malaysia and from Vietnam.
Is
Yeah,
Medan where Atisha was or something like that?
the island,
Okay.
Swanadwipa, Sumatra. Yeah,
Cool.
and
Okay.
then we arrived in Yogyakarta last night. So tomorrow, YSI is doing the jewel of sharing.
Nice.
So,
At,
yeah,
you're at Borobudur.
we are at Yogyakarta, which is 1 hour away from Borobudur.
Yeah, good. You're gonna take the car there tomorrow?
Tomorrow we start. We are doing the program in Yogyakarta. We
Yeah.
will only visit Borobudur, I think, end of this week.
Okay. All right.
End of
Cool.
this week. Yeah,
Cool.
it's
All
cool.
right.
Yeah. The karma to be here is very, very heavy, Geshe. Lots of challenges along the way.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Yeah.
everybody. All right. So the next one, nhóm pan juk pa thela, nhóm pan juk pa po namni, chigar chigar waryu pa yang yin pe, nam par mim pa le, ke pa yin par mirikso.
Yeah. With regards to deep cessation meditation, it's incorrect to say that the persons in the state might have free will, and therefore they could be coming from karmic ripening. Yeah. Okay.
It should be.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, it's okay.
There's a couple of nyomjuks it could be. I don't remember which one it is necessarily, but one nyomjuk is cessation meditation. I believe it is that, where you stop your mind and mental functions temporarily, right? Something like
Yes.
that. We're gonna have a very deep discussion of that today in words class. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, cool. Okay, the next one. Cholam la sokpe ngowo yang mainte ngokpe nyompar shukpa namni cholam la sokpa ngumpar njuk nduchepa mi sipe chiro.
Yeah, it is also not the nature of those regular activities because it is impossible for those induced. Yep, that's nice. Okay. Yep.
All
Uh,
right.
yeah, regular daily activities like eating and sleeping and walking around. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Geshe. Please take the
Cool.
plane.
By the way, the last of the Vajrayogini practices, yogas, is called Chulam Ginanjur. That's where you see this word a lot. It's like having a magical vision of the world all day, every day, as you walk around, as you do your normal stuff. So Chulam means sort of doing your normal stuff. Yeah. Let me see if I got your text up or not. I don't think so. Let me see.
Hope everything's okay, Geshe.
Yeah, everything's okay.
Okay.
I'm in Phoenix, prostrating to the doctors.
Mm.
Oh,
It's a wonderful activity. It seems almost endless.
Here we are. Are you going back tomorrow? Is that why you're staying the night?
Yeah, I had to. Well, I had to do this class, and I couldn't get back to VOC in time.
Oh.
So unfortunately, I'll have to go out to dinner with my wife, which is very painful. Okay. Okay, I got it. Let's see here. I don't see my screen share. Here it is. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. All right. I gotta look up Chulam. I see I've been wandering around. Let's see. Yeah, here, right? This is where we are. Okay.
yes.
All right. Who's gonna read, Dr. Sugeng?
Oh, okay. Okay, let's start with Tian Toto.
Uh-oh, Toto.
I
Yeah, we
Sem
gave you a short one.
Semenbar Dujeba de Deyang Rekba Mebar Jitarung.
Thank
Yeah. Hang on just a second. Let me get you guys a big cursor. Not big cursing. Okay. All right. Number two chepa means to collect one's thoughts consciously, like to think of something consciously. Okay. Number two chepa. And like to focus your thoughts. Okay. And then he's talking about, why does he say Rekpa Mempas again? And I'm sorry, you guys' texts are so far apart. You're like 3-4 weeks apart. It's hard to keep them, maintain the flow. And I was trying to imagine a way I could add a class, but I don't see how I can do it. But I'm still thinking about it. Like on Saturday or something. But then I couldn't do the meditation, so I don't know. Why does he say Rekpa Mempa anybody? It's very important here.
Without contact.
Yeah, because the whole discussion, we kind of got lost in the discussion here. But we were discussing what? Do you remember?
We are on the midst of the four common. We are trying to prove that on the highest formless realm there is no thoughts. There is no awareness. Sorry, we are trying to prove even without awareness, we are still. We are in the midst of talking about the awareness should come from fresh karma, instead of from
Good.
the combination of the context of the three parts.
Nice.
context.
Yeah. Like we've been on this question for months, I think.
Yeah.
Do I make contact with an outer object? Or is it that what's the option to that? Is it triggered by my fresh karma? Yeah. How do I get awareness? Okay. And he says here, I don't see how you could collect your thoughts if you couldn't make contact with the outside world. Something like that. Okay. All right. By the way, I don't remember when I put this note in at the top, soy ne. Do you remember what soy ne is?
Oh.
Sugeng?
Yeah, Soine is the fourth one. It's the fourth type of the what do you call that? The the neutral state of mind.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, neutral state of mind. So this is the kind of state of mind you have when you are sculpting something or you are composing music or something like that. So soy ne is sort of a neutral state of mind. Like you're not angry at anybody. You're not necessarily in love with. You are focusing on a creative task, but something like that. Okay. All right. I think Dodo has to read the next one because he got such a short one.
Okay. Kéo tế yang để chế ý kỳ năm ba xếp ba lông du mà tiêm ba hiện sức yếm ba yếm ba năm ba học ba chena.
Yeah, good. Number Topachena here at the end without the S, Sugeng. What kind of feeling does it give you without the S?
Oh, the wrong realization.
Yeah. So it means if you get this idea into your head, in English, we say if you get this idea into your head, it means probably not correct. Okay. And then he says, at that point, is there a point at which you could have a different kind of karmically neutral mental consciousness, right? Okay. If you think like that, who do you want to pick on this one, Sugeng?
Okay. I saw Gibson. I thought Gibson is
Gibson. I haven't heard from him in a long time.
but I don't see him anymore. So probably.
By the way, this Saturday, did you tell these guys, Nick? I don't know.
Yeah. Gibson's aware.
Okay. I have the dentist is going to pull out 2 molars, so I think I'll be too bloody to have a class. So
Sorry about that, Geshe.
yeah, I don't think I would be very pleasant. So I was thinking you guys are going to do a team teaching. Okay, who's going to read, Sugeng?
Yeah, I see Gibson. Gibson, please.
Oh, handsome guy.
Yeah, I'm about to pull a team this week too.
Oh, nice.
先嚟數先前把你哋點先啦，你把茶其他其他明白到，南北面話前岸與的用住把變嘅聲音對吧？就大樣嘛。
Recording in progress.
Boarding in progress.
Yeah, Gibson is kind of.
Oh, Gibson, are you flying someplace, Gibson?
No, it's
I'm
not.
high speed railway going to the visa meeting.
I can't hear him too well. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
What's laser ruas, Sugeng?
Yeah, I don't know. Your note there say that good at the behavior habitual activity.
Yeah. Well, what's a lay room?
Oh, the meditation.
Yeah. So this word laser ruma means the mind is fit for meditation. It's in good shape for meditation. Lesu ruma means good for work, and then a diamond way retreat is called a lay room. Okay, because it's supposed to make your mind fit for work. Usually, it just puts you to sleep. Okay, and Sam, Sema Mepe Tinginson. Yeah, where you have such a deep meditation that you can't pick up any outside indicators of things, okay? Tak Jita Deta Mikpatang Nambayang Wachipe Jurte. And if you were also, what's Yangwa?
Hmm.
Distracted.
Distraction.
Distraction.
And then he says something strange. I mean, he says, Lungduma Tembe Semuntu Kirpa Dupa Yang Mayino. These are, he says something like they are not a neutral state of mind. Okay. Or we can't agree that these are a neutral state of mind. All right. I don't know. I guess this it seems to say distraction is not a neutral state of mind.
Mm,
It says manifestly though, again.
mm.
How do you mean?
Nunkyur.
Yeah. Why would it not be Munger?
I don't know. I mean, it seems like it's a qualifier for some reason, like as opposed
Yeah.
to kokyur or like in some way hidden or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do you think it means obvious distraction rather than subtle or something?
It's supposed to be an example that we would think maybe it was karmically neutral, but it's not karmically neutral, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I guess focusing in a meditation, that part's easy. I don't think it would be karmically neutral, right? If you went into a state, yeah.
We talked about in the Golden Key something very much like this about subtle states of meditation being that I think we talked about Qinghua, but it was karmically neutral, but it still caused an obstacle. So there's
okay. By the way, your book is I spent a couple of weeks on your book and it's still giving me a headache. We're gonna pick it later. Okay, Sugeng, who's gonna read the next one?
Okay. I see Alex Rivas.
Thank you. Chamdende kikyang nampa tamche dundu shemendu sheme min kieche le yangdak parndete.
Yes, thank you.
Nice. Oh, is that a picture of you in the background, Rivas?
Yeah, when I was a lady.
Oh, okay. Past life. All right. So Chamden Days again.
Conquer.
Yeah, number Tamjedu.
All the, I don't know, all the what? Nampatan
All
In
of their
yeah,
aspects.
in every way. And
In
then
every way.
it's a name of a special meditation. It's called Dushe Me Min.
Oh,
It's a name of a special meditation. It's called it doesn't have it's not non-discrimination and it's not non-discrimination.
That's the Sitse meditation, right, Ken?
Yeah, it's the particular meditative state of mind that gets you to the highest level of the formless realm. Okay, it means a meditation where you're beyond how do you say douche? Discrimination.
It's saying discrimination, yeah.
And you're not beyond discrimination. You're beyond discrimination and you're not beyond discrimination. Okay. So you're just spaced out. All right. And that gets you to Sitse. Okay. Yandapadete. But the Buddha has gone beyond that. Okay. The Buddha has an even higher state of mind, which is why they're out of samsara. They went past the state of mind that karmically takes you to the highest level of samsara. Okay.
well, which one is
yeah.
which word denote the beyond, Geshe-la?
They.
They. Okay.
Yeah, they have beyond. Yeah. That's the same day as in
Yang Yen Le De Pa.
Yeah, gone beyond grief. Yeah, which is nirvana. I thought you might like to read a description of this meditation and have it for a footnote or something.
Oh,
So
sure.
we're gonna skip over to a Abhidharma text. This is a very famous. This is a very famous author who lived a couple hundred years ago, and he's actually the person who took the notes in Seiji's first book. He took the notes on the Crown of Knives, and so I put a biography of him in the introduction, and it's very rare to find his life story. And if you're interested, I put his biography in the. He's a reincarnation of a high Bhutanese Lama, which is a long story. Okay, and here are some points. You can go back later and read these points. This little tiny paragraph about this special strange meditation in the English summarizes what he says. Okay, so I'm going to skip it so you have to work harder. Okay, but later you can go back and read it. So who's going to read this first part again? By the way, this is a fat footnote.
Yes, thank you.
I think your book is going to have more footnote than text.
Okay, thank you, Geshe. Yeah, I see a Nguyen Tin.
Oh, by the way, Sugeng, Tim got bad news today.
Tim Lawana?
Yeah,
Oh, what happened to him?
I lost my global services status on United Airlines. This is a secret status, super high status. The board of directors has to vote for it. And had it for 5-6 years, and they kicked me out because I didn't fly enough. And then they put Tim in.
Oh, really?
And today they put me back in. Okay, so
Cool.
I was making fun of Tim. All right.
Oh, cool.
Please
Congratulations.
Please read Mr. Global Services number 2.
All right. Gokpe
Like you're in a refrigerator.
I'm in the tech room.
No, he's in the kunshi again.
Gokpe,
was never as visible.
Your hair finally looks orderly. Oh no, it's that's just something else. Okay.
it's just the refrigerator.
Mine only.
All right. Gokpe Nomjuk Nolo Kobangi Gewa Yin Kang. Dani Dushe Tang Sorba Shiwar Nepe Dondu Nompar Jukpa Le Dukna Le Nam Nepar Jungwe Sampe Mayinla.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're back to some sentences that make sense because this was written about 200 years ago. So Gokpe Nyomjuk means what?
The cessation meditation. No.
Yeah, cessation meditation. Yeah. What are you cessating at that time?
The downloads and
mental activity.
No,
yeah, I would say I'd say you're both okay. Discursive thought. Let's say that for now. Let's see. It's karmic flavor, according to Kunlo, is gewa.
Happiness.
It's
By motivation, it's virtue.
Yeah, because people go into it thinking it's nirvana. So you see what I mean? So by motivation, it's a virtue to be in that state. That implies that maybe it's not so good otherwise.
Right.
I mean, Yin Kyang, you are meditating, Yomba Jupa. Dundu means for the purpose of to stay in Shiva.
Peace.
Yeah, what's Shine?
Shamatha.
Shamatha. So he made a verb out of it. You're trying to shamatize. Yeah, you're trying to shamatize your dushe and your torwa.
discrimination or
feeling.
Feelings.
And
Yeah.
feeling, yeah. So you're trying to get anesthetized. The reason you go into it is you wanna go beyond any kind of discrimination feeling. A lot of yoga teachers are meditating to try to reach this. Okay, they think like 90% of if you go on the meditation app somewhere, 90% of the people are trying to get here. Okay, and it's a mistake. Okay, because it is Mayan.
It is not
out of a sampa,
out of the mind.
out of a motivation
Yeah.
that you are Nyenjung from Dunga.
Renounce. You're renouncing the suffering.
Yeah, that you want to get out of. It's not that you want to get out of suffering. It's that you want to anesthetize yourself. It's like taking cocaine or something. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it a good deed to be in that meditation, or is it a bad deed, or is it neutral?
It's good by motivation.
Motivation, yeah.
It's good by motivation. The content is not virtuous, but I don't think it's particularly non-virtuous. It's just ignorant, okay? And that's what most people who meditate are trying to get to that. Yeah.
But they don't go to it thinking they're just going to space out. They just think they're going to be happy and free of pain, I'm assuming.
I think if they have a spaced out meditation, they think they had a good meditation. Yeah. If they couldn't think of anything, they had a good meditation. Yeah. And so it's important, I think, not to mistake it for good meditation. Yeah. At what level do you find this kind of meditation? Sugeng, who's going to read?
Vietnam Nguyen Tin.
Yay, Win.
Nguyen Tin. Tin Nguyen. Yes, please.
Yeah, thank you, teacher Sugeng. Sani si se du pate, du she me min ki, ke chela ten patang.
Good.
Thank you, Geshe Michael.
Thank you for coming, and you're doing really good. The sa means what?
The level.
Yeah, now it could have two meanings. It could be the sachu, or it could be the sagu. What's the difference?
The level of meditation or the level of samsara?
Yeah, it could be bodhisattva level, chanju sambhasa, bodhisattva bhumi, or it could be the level within samsara. There's nine mental states inside of samsara: 4 for formless, 4 for form realm, and 1 for desire realm. So if he's talking about this kind of meditation, do you think he's talking about bhumi in terms of bodhisattva bhumi, or is he talking about bhumi in terms of samsara bhumi?
Samsara bhumi.
Yeah, it's samsara bhumi, and he says it's this state of mind is included into the 9th level, which is the 4th level of the formless realm. By the way, when it says dupa, say dupa. What that implies, what's that imply about the physical body?
Physical body could be somewhere else.
Yeah, the physical body could very well be in the desire realm. You see, you could be sitting in your living room in the desire realm, but your mind is at the 4th level of the formless realm, causal level, right? Okay, not result level. Okay, yeah, because you are at Sitse because you are in this kind of meditation, which is neither without conception nor not without conception. As Word said, it has a special relationship to the 4th formless realm. Okay, you're reborn there if you spend a lot of time in it in your lifetime. By the way, this whole section is something you rarely see, and he's giving a description of what this kind of meditation feels like or what it's like. Okay, and since we're mixed nuts and we already understand that it means without conception and not without conception, now we want to go deeper and see what is that? What's that mean? and when we taught the lion stance, we called it heavily anesthetized or something. You know, it's like you're under a, you're in the hospital and you're under anesthesia. Okay. Okay, who's gonna read next again?
Again, I have a quick
Yeah.
question.
Mhm.
Excuse me, Sugeng.
Yeah,
He,
please.
him and Master Vasubandhu both use Keche for the Dushe Me Min. What does
Yeah,
Keche
and
mean?
yeah, that's a great question. That's a very good question. You usually you're just a pain in the butt, but sometimes you ask a great question.
Once in a while.
Let's say, yeah, when you say Keche, you always think of the 12 ayadanas, right?
Exactly.
And, sometimes it refers to a meditation and doesn't refer to 12. Yeah. So in here it's that it's just talking about a kind of a meditation. Yeah. And I think we were gonna make that point sooner or later here. All right. Go ahead, Sugeng. Who's gonna read?
Inna Ivanina, please.
Nam min si це менший пунктан.
Yeah, and Sugeng, we had this unusual expression in the two guys in the boat. Do you remember?
Two guys in the book. Or
Two guys in the boat.
or the body and the mind.
Yeah, it's Nama Rupa, right? Which one is it? Shipa, fourth link, right?
Yes.
Fourth of the 12 links. And it was called Ming Suk, which means Nama Rupa, and it means mind and it means name and form. And so the first of the 5 heaps we call form, and then sometimes we refer to the last of the 5 heaps. The 4 last of the 5 heaps are sometimes called Ming Shi Pumbo. And by the way, I'm not sure if that is in the BZH, but anyway, it means the 4 parts, the 4 skandhas, the 4 heaps, which are not physical. Okay, and here word means not physical. Okay, so why is he referring to the 4 non-physical heaps in this case?
Those are the only 4 for somebody at Sitse.
Yeah, when you're at the highest level of the formless realm, you don't have a physical body. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have movement of the mind? Does the mind move?
Sure.
So that means prana must be moving.
Yes.
That
So
means you
it's
do have a
subtle.
physical. Yeah, okay. You have subtle physical form, but you don't have gross physical form. You do have prana in the formless realm. Yeah. Okay. Who's going to read the next one again?
Guess your question. Why do you say
Yeah.
there is the form, the one without form is only this the 4th one? I thought out of the 5, the 6, out of the 5, 3 are formless. 3 is no, sorry. Out of the 5, 4 are not physical, right?
Yeah, that's correct. And they're called the 4 name heaps.
All
Yeah.
the 4. I thought number 4. Okay, got
No,
it.
they're called the 4 name heaps because they are not physical. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Which means that spelling here might have been Beji, I think. We'll have to, maybe Word can look that up. I suspect this is Bishi.
Yeah, with a G again, that means the main letter in a
Yeah, I don't think it would be G. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay. Who's gonna read this next one again?
Please continue.
Kansa kyang pakpa konetopatan.
Thank you.
Nice. By the way, I have to tell you guys one thing. Ina is working really hard to help the mixed knots with the Goodnight Book Club. She has signed up many, many people from Europe into the Goodnight Book Club, and that has been a big source of support for the mixed knots because we lost some support recently. And she's really helped a lot to recover that support, and I have to thank her a lot. I'm very grateful for her. By the way, when you sign up for that, Good Night Book Club. What you do if it's voluntary, but you can sign up for a monthly donation to the Mixed Nuts. And we had an idea. Me and Lindsay had an idea. Okay, it's like this. Geshe-la's been working on a different book for, I think, 11 years. I've been working on a huge book by Tsongkhapa, and it's his greatest book on emptiness. And it will be almost 2,000 pages. And I'm halfway through. After 11 years, I'm halfway through. And people were bothering me and asking me why I didn't finish their translation. So I finished Seiji's, and we finished Sugeng's, and we finished Nick's. And then I said, I need to take a break because I need like a 6-month break to work on my own translation. And so I decided to do that, and that I will do that until November. And I will finish that book in November unless I go somewhere else. So why I'm mentioning it, every morning I work on that. Because I'm in the Good Night Book Club, I can wake up right on 6 o'clock. I wake up at 5:59 and I turn the alarm off, and then I work hard for 5 hours, 6 hours. I work hard on that book for 6 hours. I can finish about 4 pages per day. And then I was sending it to people who were irritated at me, like Seiji, or because I wasn't doing my other work. And to make them happy, I will send them a quotation from what I translated today. And I go through the 4 or 5 pages that I finished, and I pick out the sexiest quotation. And they really are sexy. They're amazing emptiness quotations, you know. So I had a meeting with Lindsay, and she said, why don't we have a platinum Good Night Book Club sponsor level? And if you donate a little bit more every month to the Mixed Nuts, you get a daily email from Grandpa. Every day, whether you want it or not, you will get an email from Geshe-la, which is today's fresh, youtiao off of the oven from Tsongkhapa's church. And they are amazing. They are amazing. So you get a personal email from Grandpa every day with the latest fresh translation from the greatest book on emptiness. And then you have to pay a little bit extra to the Good Night Book Club. Do you want to say anything more about it, Lindsay? Are you in the mood?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah, just that I'll put links in the chat, and then Juan and I, like during Peachtree World News today, or we'll actually go through how people can sign up for it. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. And by the way, she's working really hard on it. She has a full-time, very technical job online, 25 hours a day. And she is donating her time so far. If we can get more money, we'd like to pay her. But she's working really, really well, and she's being very successful in making up the donations. We lost some donations, and this is we had one big sponsor who cannot continue. So we're making it up. And I'm sort of amazed that we are doing it. We're carrying it ourselves. So it's really, I'm amazed, and I'm very grateful to Lindsay and everybody. Okay, so we'll hear more about that in the Peachtree World News coming up. Who's going to read next, Sugeng?
Geshe, we have not discussed the
Oh,
previous
sorry. Yeah. What kind of person can do this meditation called no conception and not no conception? And it can only be attained by?
Arya?
Only an Arya can do it. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. The real one, only an Arya can do it. Now, what if that means an Arya? I don't think it means an emptiness meditation in this case. I think you just have to be a really amazing person to do this kind of meditation. Okay. All right. Who's gonna read next again?
Okay, Lindsay, please.
Uh-oh, she put her foot in her mouth.
Mongkirni, Kene Myeongkirtong, Langgrang Shenla Yeongkirtong, Myeong Warma Negpa Sum Yud Pe.
Yeah. So Yeongyur means, you see, Sugeng, in this description, this Abhidharmaist is going through all of the typical categories of any particular meditation, you know, and he said, here's the level that you do it on. Here's the karmic ripening that you're gonna get. Here's the kind of person who can do it typically. And then Yeongyur means what's going to Nyong.
Experience.
Yeah, like what kind of future karmic result does it bring you to do this kind of meditation with no conception and not no conception? What's the possibilities as far as the karma? Where's it going to throw you in your next life? And he says, well, if you want me to talk about that, there's 3 different categories here. One is Yeongyur, karmic ripening experience. Gene, what's that mean, Sugeng?
Arising or?
Yeah, after your rebirth, in your next life. Okay, in your next life. By the way, when you're discussing the ripening of karmic seeds, you always discuss it in these 3 categories. Number 1, what's going to happen to you in the very next life? Secondly, what's going to happen to you?
Few lives later.
Yeah, 2 and onwards. Second life and onwards. Okay. So some karmic ripening is going to be immediate in your next life. And then there's going to be echoes of the karma for many lives. Okay. And that's the second category here. It's called in the text, it's called experienced in another number, in another lifetime. It means second lifetime and on. Okay. It's like an echo effect. Okay. And then there's a third possibility, which is mangepa. Again.
Uncertain?
Yeah, like there's certain ripening of this meditation that we cannot predict what's going to happen to you in the future life. Okay. All right. So then he actually, Sugeng, he gives examples of each of the 3.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is very nice. Yeah. And so I love this section, and I think you should put this section in your footnote or something.
Yes, beautiful.
So what was the first option, Sugeng? Kene and Yeongyur, what was the first option?
The next life?
Yeah, what happens to you in the very next life? And who's going to read that option, Sugeng?
Chloe, please.
Ooh, Chloe's getting good, by the way, I think.
She's good.
Hey, Sugeng.
Yes.
I also had a new, what do you call it? A new busboy.
What's that?
Busboy means the person who cleans the table at the restaurant.
Bus girl.
Yeah, look, we had 4th of July. It's a big holiday in America. So we called in 2 temporary busboys. They just cleaned the table, okay? Like they're the lowest level in the restaurant, okay?
Okay. Who is that?
That's
you're
Chloe,
talking about
and
Chloe.
the other guy was kind of stupid. We fired him after one day. Okay.
That was so fun. Dream comes true. Take away 30
Yeah,
minutes.
it's fun. My diamond cutting teacher used to say it's fun until you have to make a living at it. Okay. Go ahead, Sugeng. Who's going to read? Oh, Chloe.
Yeah, Dongpani and Gope, Nyong Juk Tope, Dope, Pakpat, Pema, Nyampar, Sitir, Kwar, Nepe, Nyung Juk De Tang.
Good. Gopi Nyomjuk Sugeng.
The cessation meditation.
Yeah, they achieved it.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I got a word for word. I got a question for word. This is a tough question. I think any word can do it. This looks like a mistake in composition. It looks like it should say topardupe. Okay. The one who wants to achieve, right? That's the normal structure. There's something wrong. It should be topardupe. But there's something deeper going on here. For $2.
They desire to achieve, but you're saying it's not that, right, Ken?
Right, because this is not R.
Oh,
Desired which?
yeah.
Say again?
Desire which achieves, or the desire that achieves.
Read Durkheim, you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Desire realm.
Desire realm.
Yeah. And Arya in the desire realm, who's trying to achieve this meditation. If they manyam Sugeng, if they don't drop out of it, if they can keep it going during their desire realm career, then they will definitely kiewa into sitse.
Born into the highest level of samsara.
Yeah, and that's the very next birth. So that's the first possibility. Okay, you go from desire realm to highest level of the formless realm as a rebirth, not mentally, not inside your head, but as an actual rebirth into the we call resulting meditation realm. Okay, now what was the second possibility again?
The second or after.
Yeah, from second life onwards. Who's gonna read that one? It's a little bit longer.
I think Chloe continue. Word.
Again.
Yeah.
Is this some of the explanation behind like non-returners and such?
Yeah, it is exactly. Yeah. Okay, so again, go. Who's gonna read?
Yeah, please.
Nipani the part totne nang pe hakpate sukang suki ne lar demon du che te si ter kwar your way tong hoi nhung juk de tang.
Nice reading. Okay. Second possibility, second lifetime on. They would have achieved, they were in the Dupa. They achieved, by the way, they didn't achieve the desire realm because that's not a big achievement. They achieved this meditation in the desire realm. Okay. Dupa Tobne. And then they nyampa us again. Before they reached the end of their life, they lost this ability to meditate like this. Like in their lifetime, they learned it, and then they didn't practice, and they forgot how to do it. Okay, so what happens to those guys karmically? Oh, they get born into the Sukham.
Oh, the form realm.
In the next life, okay?
In the next life.
And then they bring it about again. Bring what about?
The meditation again?
Yeah, the causal meditation. Causal meditation. They bring about the peak of samsara state of mind, not the place. They practice more. They get reborn because it's a cool meditation, and they did it a lot during their life, but they forgot how to do it by the time they were dead. They only get to go to the form realm, but in the form realm, they will do it again, and then they will siteke.
Or born in the highest of the peak of existence.
Yeah, and in a way, they go back to the first choice here. You see what I mean? So they had one rebirth. In that rebirth, they went back to the first choice.
I see.
And in that next rebirth, they went to the formless realm. Okay, cool.
So, yeah, following Word's question. So, is this the definition of the once returner kind of thing?
It could be related to that, I think. Yeah. But mainly there's a list of negative emotions you have to give up to be a once returner. So I don't think it's exactly corresponding. Okay. Okay, what's the third one? Again, who's going to read that one?
Since Chloe has been reading, can you please continue?
All right.
Make it 3.
Luditic. Supani. Depe. Denla. Go num. Tone. Nampam. Ma nampa. Kang yang rung de. Du sukang. Rong du. Dra. Trong pat. Topar. Nghe pe. Yuki. De. Juk pa cheer.
Nice. Yeah. Good reading. You're really picking it up. You got to keep going. Okay. And you should clean tables. That's the best way to get this language thing. All right. Just kidding. You're too busy. Depe tenla. What's that mean, Sugeng? Depe tenla.
Based on the being in the Disaram.
Yeah, this 10 means body and mind. Okay. In a body and mind in the desire realm, they attain Gopa Nyomchu.
The cessation meditation.
Yeah. And then I don't care whether they nyamba or they don't nyamba.
Whether they
practice or don't practice.
Lose it or not. Whether they
Well,
lose
like
it
or don't, yeah, degenerate or not.
Look here, in the first item here, they did not degenerate from that meditation and they went straight to the formless realm. In the second item, they did degenerate from that meditation before they died. And because of that, they only got to go to the form realm. Now, in the third possibility, he says, I don't care whether they degenerated or they didn't degenerate from the meditation. It doesn't matter because Drachamba.
Oh. They became an enemy destroyer.
Yeah, they achieved enemy destroyer, so everything's off. They can't go anywhere in samsara.
Oh.
You see what I mean? They can't go to the formless realm. They can't go to the form realm. None of the first two possibilities applies to them because during the exercise of this meditation, they got to Arhat. So they're not going to go anywhere in samsara. They're going to go beyond samsara. Okay. So Dusu Kanrun to Dacham Topangepe Gyu. Whether they're in the desire realm or whether they're in the form realm, they're going to achieve, whether they go to the form, whether they stay in the form realm or whether they move to the form, whether they stay in the desire realm or they go to the form realm, they're going to attain Arhat. And then it's all, they don't have any place in samsara. They're not in the 9 levels. They went beyond, they broke out of the 9 levels. Okay. Think of the 9 levels as a dim sum pot. And they got out of the pot completely. Okay. All right. Who's going to read the next ones? By the way, that's a nice little vacation for you guys to a text which is only 200 years old. And you can understand it and I can understand it. Now, unfortunately, we're going to go back another 2,000 years and it gets weird again. We're back to Vasubandhu. Who's going to read? We got 1 more minute again. Then you're going to lead this conversation about how the heck you're going to use this in your real life.
Okay. Okay.
I think you should go into this meditation just when your wife starts yelling at you, right, Nick? Okay.
Yeah, Roxana, please.
Dushetang tsorwangok paluki nontu chepte neso shesumte dini nepa le yangdak par ndet inki.
Nice. Yeah, you're amazing. So you achieve a state with your body where you have stopped what, Sugeng, Dushe, and so on.
The discrimination and the feeling.
Yeah, so in a way, you have gone beyond staying in a certain place. Okay. And this is supposed to be a quotation. I couldn't find it. A lot of the things that Vasubandhu is quoting were lost after his lifetime.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna stop there. Sugeng's gonna lead a conversation. A Buddha conversation. Let me see. Sugeng,
Yes.
you got 3 more short lines,
Okay.
and then you have one of these poems which marks changing the subject in a big way. Okay, and when the author puts a little poem in there, it's an announcement that we are going on to a cool new subject. All right.
Oh.
So can you translate the next 3 lines and the poem? Okay.
Okay. Sure.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Geshe.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Okay. Let's start the discussion. And anybody has any ideas to talk about? No, I saw Ingui. Ingui has been waiting for us like more than 10 hours yesterday in Yogyakarta.
Who was that?
Ingui.
Oh my God.
Ingui is with us, and she was like, she was like
You
waiting
just
and
go to the coffee shop and drink coffee for 10 hours. That's all.
yeah, you know, Osiris like spent 88 hours just to travel from Mexico to Yogyakarta.
By the way, I sat in the Yogyakarta airport for 8 hours. It's okay. There's a little Dunkin' Donuts there, I think.
It's a new airport, Geshe. It's more comfortable
Oh, yeah, but all the fun. I think we had a big meeting. Shintian was the boss in the KFC or something. We didn't eat the food, but we.
now. That is Surabaya. That is Surabaya.
Oh, Surabaya. Okay.
And then Bob Sirino is still stranded in Jakarta. Oh no, he's on the plane now. Oh, he's arriving soon. He
All right.
lost his luggage in the Qatar, and then anyway.
Come on, yoga people just need a pair of shorts. Okay, I'm getting out of here. You guys.
Yeah, he has his backpack and a yoga mat, and I think that's anyway. All right, so yeah, Tim, please.
The thing that came up for me while we were talking about the different types of meditation and where you go, I think this morning I was teaching some Shanti Deva and all about what happens when you're, the goals of meditation, and then how to bring compassion into the meditation as well. And then what happens when you get stuck, right? When you get stuck in subtle dullness and don't know how to get out of it, or even to recognize that you're there. And so it's not a big comment, but I think I keep hearing these warnings of, if you do this, if you go too far into this, you could you could end up hurting yourself long-term or not being able to reach the goals. And I keep hearing that message in lots of different ways. And so for me, it's more about, okay, so look at your meditation. What is the quality of the meditation? And are you in subtle dullness thinking you're actually doing something valuable?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think this is a very good warning, a very good message to remind all of us to focus on the real meditation. When I was in the university, I went into this meditation club, and all we want to achieve was to go into jhana, and nobody. Well, I mean, we were like very. It was like the blind leading the blind, and we were like comparing notes every day. Hey, team, where were you today? Where did you go? What did you achieve today? And then people was like, wow, I envy you, team. Wow, you went so far. I wish I could do that, So
I think
yeah,
it's a good start. I think it's a good start, though. You know, I think
I think
that
so.
that got you here. That got you here. I think.
Yeah, I think I was, and that really made me practice every day. But like what Tim said, a lot of time I was like in a subtle dullness. Suddenly 1 hour passed by, and oh, did I even meditate? I didn't know that that was subtle dullness until now. Then, oh, that was actually subtle dullness. I thought I was so good that I didn't feel anything, and 1 hour passed by. Couldn't believe it. Yeah, thank you, Tim. Anybody else has any comments?
Yeah, I have one. I mean, it's sort of what Tim just said, is that there's like this theme going on now. Like back in the day, like in the 90s, there was like this big emphasis on meditating for an hour and a half every day. Geshe was pretty hardcore about it. There really was no, the line was pretty hard. Like there was no like, oh, I'm not meditating today. You had to, it was like brushing your teeth. And so, you know, the last couple months, it seems like we're circling back to, you know, going to sleep with the Good Night Book Club and sleeping well and getting up and meditating on the material that you read the night before, and getting back to like a solid meditation practice. And then just this, you know, we're preparing for, you know, what happens in meditation, what happens in our next life, and where can we get? And so obviously the theme that's ringing true is just doing all these practices, like putting them into practice like immediately, starting with sleeping well, getting up and meditating every day. Kind of what Tim just said is like bringing some sort of, how do you bringing compassion into your meditation? And then, yeah, it's really beautiful to see this sort of like theme that's happening in all the programs, really, everywhere we go right now. And this really big push to sort of get back to it again.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, thank you for sharing, Rob. Yeah, talking about this, I want to add some more advertisement to the Goodnight Book Club. If you see, I have this ring. This is Aura ring. So it is actually helping to monitor the not only my activity but also my sleep pattern. So I notice if I get myself detached from electronics at night, my sleep. So the measure of a good sleep is that your resting heart rate should fall down, should go to the lowest level, and that is a measure of a good sleep. So if I get detached myself from electronics, it will fall down very quickly. But if I didn't get detached timely, meaning that I was still doing my electronics, my phone, whatever, and I fall asleep, it will only fall down. I mean, the lowest point is actually near the morning, near the morning. So that is showing that I didn't have good sleep. I mean, if we are just saying, you know, people, oh yeah, because you are promoting the club, so you say you have to do that. But now I have this ring, and I can really see the curve. So sometimes I was just like, okay, let me try. I want to work until just before I sleep and see if because I was so tired, it will fall down. But it did not. So I think Good Night Book Club is like Geshe Michael told me last year in December. He said, this is a secret weapon. I said, okay, let's use the secret weapon. So kind of interesting. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Geshe.
So what tier of mixed nuts Good Night Book Club membership gets you a ring?
Yeah, wait, don't do that later.
Yes, again.
Don't jump the gun.
It's a good idea.
It is a good idea.
Yeah, I don't know, Lindsay. We need to work this out. Maybe you want to add another $100 a month.
Let's talk about it. Yeah,
Don't scare people. Don't scare people.
Just joking. Just joking. All right. Okay. So anybody else? This is back to the topic, not about the ring.
It's nice advice. I really like what everyone's saying. I think that there's a scary idea that goes around that somehow there are no spiritual boo-boos, or you're not allowed to talk about spiritual boo-boos, or you can't. It's very sensitive because you don't want to say anything mean about someone else's path, and I think that is important. But it's a terrible story, but I heard this terrible story about some guy who was some faith healer, and he told some woman who was pregnant to hammer a nail in her head and she would have a boy. And
Oh,
then,
no.
it's a terrible thing, okay, but I think it's a useful example that we can all agree that there is such a thing as a wrong spiritual path. At least we can set that as a baseline. There is such a thing as bad advice for your personal meditative spiritual development. And then we can dispense with the idea that all advice is equal. And now we can try to find what is better advice, and we have incredible tools, and we don't know. I don't know what is good advice. I'm not smart enough to know the answer. And so fortunately there are thousands of years of advices and teachers who have been touched by teachers who have been touched by teachers who are in this thousands of years of advice. And then it doesn't feel so hopeless. It doesn't feel so dark. We have some chance to get good advice. I find it very heartening to know that people are having these conversations and not afraid to have honest conversations about the difference between good meditation and being sleepy, spaced out. I think it's really beautiful.
Yeah, thank you, Ben. Yeah, that reminded me. I was on the plane with JB and Connie and Cynthia and Inghui yesterday, and I told them that without all this wisdom, without the seed system, life would be very scary, you know.
Yeah.
We were talking about some problems in the world nowadays, about war, about whatever, about nonsense. And I told him that, yeah, if I don't have this seed system, if I don't have access to all this wisdom, I would be living in fear all the time. I would be very worried about my future. I will not know how I can achieve what I want to achieve in life, just based on my intellectual, just based on what I'm seeing. And I used to rely a lot on luck. I just feel that, oh, my life, all this so far has been based on luck. And I'm always be worrying, when will my luck run out? And what will happen to me if my luck run out, you know? So I was so worried. But the moment I got into the system, the moment I learned about the seeds, and then now I get access to all these amazing wisdoms through the mixed nuts. And thanks a lot, Grandpa Geshe. It's so beautiful. I mean, life has hopes. Guys, life have hopes. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's so beautiful. As long as I know, if I keep on planting all the good seeds, learning all this wisdom, I can. And the beautiful thing is that JB and Connie told me, if you really learn and practice all this well, it's possible to get it in one lifetime. I say, wow, this is really mind-blowing. I'm so happy. I feel I'm so fortunate. I don't know where I got all these good seeds. I must have done tons of good things in the past to deserve all this. Thank you. I'm so blessed. Oh gosh, I'm so happy. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Geshe. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, my friends here, my brother and sisters. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, thank you, Joe. Where's Joe here?
Joe Carmen.
I know I'm joking.
Rimrock misses you.
This old picture of Sugeng and Buddha.
Oh.
When he was young.
Oh, okay. Can I see again, Geshe?
Yeah, hang on.
Wow, that was like 9 years ago or something, huh?
2017. Oh wow.
I see no difference.
Yeah,
He looks so much
He's
younger.
got more hair, I think.
He grew a tie.
Yeah, it still looks old, Borobudur.
Oh, Bodor was still old, yeah, then.
So yeah. Thank you.
So, gang, you got time for one more, I think.
One more, sure. So anybody else has any more thing to say? And yeah. Oh,
think-
okay. It's just past 15. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's no time. Yeah.
We can hand it to Hasso.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello, Sugeng.
Uh-oh. Here's the boss.
Hello, Geshe.
Hi, big boss. Where are you?
Flagstaff.
Oh, far away.
Yeah, I saw Rob Haggerty came to visit town today.
Wow.
He told me the stories about Phoenix. So, and also the very exciting story about you coming back to what's the name? Global Services.
Yay.
That's wonderful news and important news. We're excited to see where this
Hey,
global
Hasso, I say
services
that's the only place where they treat me like a teacher.
I hear that. We have to do something about it.
Okay.
Okay. So congratulations about that. Hopefully it's a wonderful service. And we also want to let everyone know that people are getting ready to attend the Mexico retreat. So it's
Yay.
going to be nice. You're going to be using your global services, hopefully, to travel to Mexico.
Yeah.
We're going to be there soon. I'm also getting ready with more details to see when I get there, but it's exciting. I've been talking lately with Paulina, Pachi, Rob, Tim, other people. They are all excited. Everything is almost ready. So if you haven't signed up, you still can do it. If you can come live, I think it's going to be wonderful. If you cannot, do it online. After that, just to remind you a little bit of other teachings are going to happen this year. In Diamond Mountain, they're going to have summit for reforestation happening on September from the 2nd to the 7th. And yeah, after that, in October, at beginnings of October, is going to be a pre-retreat, like a week for preparations before Geshe Michael teaches in Diamond Mountain. So you can do like 6 to 11, then stay a little longer for the actual retreat and teachings. This is also an actual retreat and teachings, but this is designed to be a preparation for the next one, for next picture, which is the retreat with Geshe Michael 11 to the 20th. And just to remind you that if you happen to be in Europe, in October also, there is going to be a retreat by David Ansaroni. Just to remind you, it's happening. It's going to be about the Heart Sutra. I hear wonderful things about Barcelona. Tim is about to go to Barcelona. He can tell us later how beautiful or fun it is. And maybe that encourages people to at some point go there. And the year, if you have no plans yet, is going to end it up, the Worldview year, with Geshe Michael going to Kyoto in December. So you still have time to prepare the trip if you want to go. I've been there 2 times now, and it's wonderful. Really, Japan and Kyoto are a beautiful, beautiful place. Something is growing there, the community, the atmosphere. I think it's going to be very, very cool. So this is a good time to check it out, and you can make plans ahead of time. Now, because we have mentioned, no, before that, not yet the picture. We want to introduce, those pictures are for the next interview. Lindsay already mentioned it. Geshe also introduced to this project. And there is like a very new initiative to get people involved with this Good Night Reading Club in a new way. A deeper way to be involved. For this conversation, I would like to invite Lindsay somewhere online. She should be around.
I'm here.
And Geshe, of course, if you want to participate and add something, feel free to jump anytime because you're the expert.
Let's let her do the work.
Totally. Hello, Lindsay. Welcome.
Thank you.
To another exciting Xuanzang Tower Peachtree World News segment. So you were telling me, Lindsay, I had a chance to talk to Lindsay about this yesterday, and I think it's a very, very cool project. But don't let me be the one who presented. Maybe tell us, what are you cooking now? How did
Yeah.
this came to be? Whose idea was it?
Well, it was, I think, originally from Geshe, and it evolved out of he has been translating this like beautiful, beautiful book for a number of years, and started to send an email update every single morning. You know, he has a very like planned out schedule for his day, right? So he's, you know, in the morning is kind of his focus time spent translating. And so after he finishes that each day, he has an update of this book. And so it's literally like a Word document with a few, you know, that day's progress in it. And we just thought that people might like to read it. You know, it's very, very beautiful. And it's kind of you know, this really amazing opportunity to follow along with this translation effort in real time. Like it's literally daily update. And, you know, these books are so incredible. Like even a few pages progress, it's like, it blows your mind every day.
Yeah, I remember a few years ago, I had a chance to go through some of these translation. The progress was being made. And it's really one of the books that has impacted me the most. It's wonderful, wonderful content. In those days, I think Adam was involved in creating a website with some access to it. It was wonderful. And I'm so excited that it's coming back, this opportunity to be tasting every morning a little bit. You show me some example of what people can get, and I read it today. It's wonderful, beautiful. I can see how valuable it is. I can see how much I don't understand about it, but at the same time, how much it has to offer. It's like a treasure, a hidden treasure, ready to be, discovered. It's wonderful. So maybe it's a good time to show people this example you show me.
Yeah, let's show them one of the emails. And so this is what, do you have it to show?
Yes, we have the next picture, please. Is the one that I say not yet?
All right, yeah, and I put this in the chat a little bit earlier before, but this is what it's going to look like. You know, each day there's a little note from Geshe, and he's often pulling a quote from that day of what was just translated. And then the full version of the translation up until now is attached at the bottom, and that's what that Word document is down there.
Will you be happy, Lindsay, to read us one or two paragraphs?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So this is Judson Kappa. Mistaking a rope as a snake due to the proximity of the rope is not something that ever occurs in a location where there is no rope. And a perceptual error founded in a water pitcher or the like is not something that we would ever arise in the middle of the sky where there are no elements of earth or the like. The case here is just the same. That is, if there are no outer objects, then what would be the cause behind a perception which mistakenly took blue or the like as existing on the outside? How could the circumstances that allowed the error be present? And so this is, just a small example of what these are like, but it's just really cool.
Yeah, it is. I see how later it seems that Tsongkhapa is comparing the two systems, the middle way with the mind only, and what are like some differences between them, but also coming up to certain conclusions. I think this is going to be wonderful if people are excited about this kind of content to have access to it. Mm-hmm. So now the next question, it will be, let's say I'm interested. How should I proceed?
Yeah. So can we go to the next picture? And I'll also go ahead and put the links in the chat for people. Yeah, great. So yes, so the main way to do this is to this big QR code here on the screen will take you to a page where you can increase your subscription amount. And so this is an add-on, so it's for people who are already subscribers to the book club. we're asking people to put in another $22 USD per month. And then we'll start sending you this daily email update. So, and we do ask that people be in the $30 tier or above to add this onto their subscription. So what it will do is, if you're at the $30 tier, for example, it will be $52 total. And that's actually the year Geshe was born. And so that's kind of the thinking behind that. Do keep in mind that there's different tiers for the book club, right? So the $30 tier is 2 books a year, but then there's additional tiers, right? So depending on the region, the next tier is at $65 or $75, 65 in the Americas and in Europe, and 75 in Asia. So if you want to do a little bit more, then you can start getting more books a year. I believe it's 4 at that level. So that's kind of up to people. But yeah.
So I
then,
have an idea, Lindsay. Oh,
yeah.
okay. You haven't finished.
Oh, I just one more thing is we do really ask people to follow the rules of your country. You know, we are not able to distribute DCC books in all countries, and that does apply to this email update as well. So we do ask that you follow the rules for your country. But I do want to, it's my understanding that this is okay in Vietnam specifically. So I did reach out about that. So yeah, but yeah, go for it.
Yeah, no, I was thinking this because 100% sure I want to do it, right? Why don't we do it right here, right now? And then people can see the process, how it's done, just in case they want to do it as well. And it's very, very clear.
Perfect. Cool. So I'll put the link in the chat for you and then we can just go through it together. Do you want me to update mine or do you want to update yours today?
I'll update mine because I really do want to get these emails, you know? It's not part, how I say, I really genuinely want them. So yeah, I'm gonna share my screen and let's do it. I have the link, so it's here.
Okay, perfect.
I already copy pasted from the chat.
Beautiful.
I'm just gonna go for it and you can guide me. Oh no, okay.
Yeah. You do have to sign in. Yep.
I don't know if I remember my password, but it may
If
be.
you don't, I can do mine and then you can do yours on Saturday.
It may be. I know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to find my password. I thought the password was saved, but no.
It's okay. Here, do you want me to do it?
Okay, we're gonna have to do yours.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Okay,
fine.
go yours, go.
All right.
I have my password, but it will take time to go and look where is it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Okay, so it'll look like this, and then you'll just need to sign in. And then all you do is at the top here, it's going to show you your subscription. So I'm giving $30 a month, and I can go over here and just click edit. And then I can go ahead and increase that to 52. And then click update, and then it's done. That's it. That's it.
Okay. And then you say the program is gonna let you know who did the upgrade, and automatically somehow you guys as a team gonna make sure they are in the mailing list. If they sign up today, are they gonna get an email? When is gonna be the next new email?
Tomorrow, assuming Geshe sent, so we'll do the next one Geshe sentence. It's pretty much every day.
Sorry, no pressure. Okay, thank you so much. So just to summarize, whatever tier they are, the package, let's say above 30, $22 more, and you get access to this wonderful daily progress on illumination of the true thought.
That is exactly right one. Yep.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And I just will say to everyone, if you have the chance, if you can do it, I think it's a very amazing, worth it thing to do. Because number one, you're going to be supporting this project, which is wonderful. It's bringing wisdom to this world, to all of us. It's making our lives better. And also at the same time, you're going to get direct access with this wonderful book. So you are supporting a project, you are learning new things. So yeah,
Cool.
we'll
Lindsay,
talk to you
there's a
soon again.
question. I'm sorry, there's a question from Tin in the
From
chat, which I
Tin,
think
yeah.
people want to hear the answer to.
Yes. So that's a really good question. So no, actually. So it's this is so for example, say you're already at the like giving $150 a month or $75 a month. We are still asking that people do an additional 22. So yeah. Yeah. So it's not, nobody's automatically in this. Yeah.
Very well. Okay, we'll be talking to you soon to report the numbers of people who are signing in. And also you can specifically mention the ones who didn't sign up yet. Just kidding. Just kidding. But yeah,
Like
thank you very
Juan.
much, Lindsay. And let's go to our next class with Dr. Ward and Geshe Michael Roach. See you next time.
Thank you, Hasso. Hey, Word, where's the homework?
Very welcome.